With 2 games remaining in the season, Cavalry FC have clinched the 2023 Canadian Premier League regular season championship and will become the first team to raise the toonie. Ooh. It's not the microwave plate, but I think it's better. Cavalry will raise the toonie as the regular season champions of the Canadian Premier League, and they become the first CPL team to qualify for the new format of the Concacaf Champions Cup, and the second team ever in CPL history to qualify for CONCACAF's premier competition. It's been a dominant season for Cavalry, as they, a team I think not very many people expected at the beginning of the season to easily walk away with the regular season championship, have gone and done just that. Tommy Wheeldon Jr. has done an excellent job with this team, and I think if not for Patrice Geyser's success with Halifax, Tommy Wheeldon Jr. would be the front runner for Coach of the Year in the CPL this season. Patrice Geyser is giving him a run for his money in that department. But Cavalry are just having a fantastic season. They had some losses in players in the offseason that I thought were going to be issues for the club, that they were able to bring in new players that nullified those losses, and they've had other guys just step up to other levels as Cavalry just continues to be one of the cream of the crop teams in the CPL. Meyer Bevan stepped it up from last season, putting himself into the Golden Boot race, second in the league in goals this season. Ali Musi continued to be great. They brought in William Akio in the mid-season, who just 5 goals in 8 games for Akio. He just has been fantastic and was really the addition that guaranteed that Cavalry was going to win this championship. And most notably, I was concerned in the offseason. I said they lost David Norman Jr., they lost Mason Trafford. I thought they were looking weaker on the back line. They had lost a couple of guys and not replaced them. And Eric Kobza, the CPL U Sports draft pick, stepped up this season, his first season of professional football, and has just been a key piece in Cavalry's team. And like, without him, they are not winning the CPL regular season championship. Probably one of the best draft picks in their first year in the CPL ever out of that U Sports draft. Kobza has been excellent, and that's been the name of the game for Cavalry, is finding guys who maybe coming into the season weren't rated as elite players in the Canadian Premier League and having them turn out to become elite this season. So with 2 games left in the regular season, Cavalry already clinched first place. They get the championship, they'll raise that trophy at Spruce Meadows, and they clinch the CONCACAF Champions Cup spot, which for Cavalry raises a lot of questions, actually. This is a video of celebration for the Cavs, but also I have questions I want to just ask in general, and if you may know the answers to these questions, put them in the comments, because the Concacaf Champions Cup, well, the schedule hasn't been officially released. Traditionally, that tournament gets started in mid to late February, and Spruce Meadows is a grass field in Calgary. So where is the team gonna play? That is a question that I think not many people know the answer to, and that'll be a fun one to find as the season gets going, because like, fingers crossed Cavalry are able to play that CONCACAF Champions Cup home game in Calgary. They deserve it. The weather is complicated, and I hope that they're able to figure that out. I hope that they can play in the McMahon Stadium. I don't know if that's winterized or not, but hopefully that game can happen in Calgary, because this is a Cavalry team that was robbed of CONCACAF League play in 2019 because the CPL set up that whole stupid spring-fall format specifically so that they would have a spring champion by the deadline for a team to be submitted into the CONCACAF League. And then the CSA went and made that dumb 3-team Forge, Edmonton, Valor circuit. I don't know what the point of that was, because the entire purpose of the spring season was to have a champion ready for the 2019 CONCACAF League, and Cavalry won that spring season. They were robbed of a CONCACAF League spot. I'm saying that as a Forge fan. So the fact that Cavalry now finally gets their continental competition 5 years later, it's just great. And I really hope they're able to find a place to play that game in Calgary, because the weather in Calgary in February is not very cohesive to outdoor soccer. But yeah, Cavalry, regular season champions, they deserve it. They've been the most consistent team the whole way through the regular season. On to the playoffs, where they have the easiest path through to the finals. They get to host the final play-in game, I guess, between them and second place, and then they get to host the finals if they win that game. So it's been a sweet season for Cavalry, and raising the North Star Cup Cup at Spruce Meadows would be the perfect end to it. But the playoffs are still to come. The work is not done, but Cavalry gets a well-deserved trophy. All hail the Toonie. So, that is for this video. As always, if you'd like to hit like. If you want to see more of my stuff, hit subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Link is down below in the description, and I will see you next time.